Warning, this video can be very triggering, but it's gonna offer you so much insight and the opportunity for real healing. All right, so this can be used with any conversation that you have with any of your friends or family, but it is especially designed for social media posts or headlines that we see in papers or the news. And definitely save this video so that you can actually use it as a healing tool. You can either watch this all the way through first, or you can pause it right now and do it in real time and go find the very next thing on the scroll, do some sort of shocking headline. And let's go to number 1. What emotion or emotions does this post that I have just seen bring up in me? And each time I ask a question, seriously pause it and give yourself time to really feel. Ask, is this post warning me about someone, something, or some agenda? Does this post make me feel like I am better than or less than somebody else that they're talking about? Does this post cause me to feel more or less connected to all of humanity as a whole? As soon as I heard the news, what friend, family, or group did I feel the most compelled to want to share it with? Who do I know for sure would reshare the post, like it, or validate me in some way? If this post is exposing something that is wrong with the world, does it also offer me a solution that I can actively take in this now moment? Does the proposed solution require me to take a side against any fellow human, even if I don't agree, condone, approve of their mindset, their behaviors, or their politics? What would I have to feel if I was unable to share this information with someone else right now? What would I make it mean about myself if I didn't repost or share this with other people? What do I believe would happen if I personally did not react or do anything right now? What do I make it mean about others who are not as reactive about this same thing as I am? Does it cause me to have kind or unkind feelings about them? What does it cause me to want to do to them, even if it just stays in our head as a fantasy? If I could take this headline or storyline or narrative, and the only way I had to interpret it was if it lived inside of my body, and I could only get its details by feeling it as sensations in my body, what would they be? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel hot? Notice any parts of you that are actually even triggered by being asked to do this inquiry. Notice if there's any parts in you that want to say, yeah, but you don't understand my story. Notice any parts of you that feel compelled to judge me as just simply the mediator of this exercise. This post in no way is saying to keep your head in the sand. It is not saying not to take action steps toward what is wanted in the world. Keyword, wanted. Most all posts that are out there these days, all we're actually doing is feeling outraged, and we're bypassing our own emotions. And the part of us that actually gets outraged and is needing us in those moments is our inner child. And what happens is if we take a reactionary post and we pass it on immediately to get that validation from somebody else that we know feels the same way that we do, we are doing that to the detriment of the relationship that we have ourselves with our inner children that are representative of our emotions. I'm going to use Nick Zai's interpretation of the Hawkins scale because I absolutely love it. And if you notice that fear and anxiety and stuff are in a very, very different frequency than logic and reasoning. When we post out of fear, we're passing along fear. We don't know the state that the other person that's going to see it is in. Maybe they're just happy-go-lucky sitting on the toilet and doing a scroll. And all of a sudden they see your post which is well-meaning. But what happens is it's causing them to feel fearful when all they're doing is just sitting on the toilet. And especially if we're doing it without offering a solution. We're thinking that the solution is knowledge is power. The part of us that thinks is different than the part of us that knows. True knowledge, our knowing self, is heart-based and is not in separation. The part of us that thinks is in separation and has an opinion and has sides and is in duality. That's why logic and reasoning is so high up on the frequency thing here. It's up past sides. It's from a neutral point of view where all things are considered and all people are considered. That is where true knowledge lies. Also, from that place, it is coming from a calm nervous system. It's coming from response, not reaction. And we've all heard the quote that the solution lies in a different place than the problem. So by all means, act, donate, feed, clothe, house, and put all of your energy toward what is wanted. And know that if you are feeling really reactive about these things, there is someone that needs you so badly. Your emotional inner child wants you to be present with them. When we feel outrage come in and then we pass it along, our face is on the headline and then our face is passing it over here. And where our face and our presence isn't is in our physical body with our actual emotions. And that looks a little something like this. Stopping after you see something and going, I feel fear. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling powerless. And let your body feel it. We don't think our feelings. We don't pass our feelings around. We feel them in our bodies. It's the only place that feelings can actually be loved and healed. And the funny thing is when you actually stop to do that and your nervous system comes down into regulation, then we do have access to logic and reasoning, and we can make these amazing decisions for what we all want on this planet that is inclusive of all people. Any mindset at all that still has separation and a side in it is a warring energy. Who and what we damn damns us back. All right, so what do? We utilize these posts to actually feel our feelings as sensations. We wait until our nervous system has relaxed. We wait until our mindset can be above neutrality where there's no sides before making any decisions. And then we act. And we fuel our energy toward a world that is wanted. We fuel our energy toward real solutions that are inclusive of all people. I love you. I hope this helped. And of all videos, maybe this one is worth sharing.